Well, good evening. Tomorrow, lawmakers in Pierre will gather to discuss the possible impeachment of South Dakota Attorney General Jason Ravnsborg. On the Night Beat, KELOLAND's Dan Santella looks ahead to the meeting of the House Select Committee on Investigation. Good evening, Dan.
Good evening, Tom. A car driven by Ravnsborg hit and killed Joe Beaver in September 2020. Ravnsborg's attorney pleaded no contest to second-class misdemeanors of operating a motor vehicle while using a mobile electronic device and making an illegal lane change. These are for his driving leading up to the deadly crash. Tomorrow, lawmakers will look at possible impeachment. The agenda for the House Select Committee on Investigation's scheduled time together tomorrow and Wednesday includes executive session, to which the public will not have access.
We'll go into executive session to discuss attorney and client privilege between us and the new special counsel that we have hired. And from there, we will discuss where to go forward.
Republican Representative Spencer Gosh of Glenham is Speaker of the House as well as Chair of the House Select Committee on Investigation.
The only thing that will happen during executive session is conversation. No official action will happen in executive session.
Okay.
That will happen outside of executive session if there is any official action.
I imagine tomorrow we'll start to look at maybe what is the criteria here for impeachment. What are the considerations to say yes impeachment versus no impeachment?
Representative Ryan Schwach, a Democrat from Yankton, is also on the committee.
We will also be discussing potential litigation. And so when we're reviewing evidence and talking about things that could be potentially litigated in court, I do think there's some value initially in saying that should be handled in an executive session. So that way we're not tipping our hands to any potential court strategies that we might have to employ.
I guess the question is, why have the executive session and the public not have access to it versus having it in an open committee meeting?
Because obviously, as you know, client-attorney privilege is a privilege, correct? So we need to establish what those grounds are going to be before we can move forward.
The meeting is set to start tomorrow morning at 10 Central Time in room 362 of the state capitol.